Awesome. Hey everyone, welcome into Leupold Live. I'm your host Nick. This is the chance where we get to talk to you directly, the consumer, and we get to talk about product, we get to talk about application, product and field, all this kind of good stuff. With me today, I got Walker. Yep, so Walker, what do you do here?
I'm custom shop sales and I'm a product expert. I like to talk to people about different retrofit options for their scopes, whether it's a reticle change or a custom color. You think of it, we can probably apply it onto a scope for you.
Yep, so when you guys call up 1-800-Leupold, you choose that custom shop option. This is where your phone call is going. Him and a couple guys over there, and when he says product expert, he means it, right? So they know all the ins and outs of the products, what you can do to it, what you can't do to it, and he's a really fun guy to talk to. So actually, just ask for Walker and overload his phone queue there. Yeah, I'll take credit for it too. I hired Walker, so I know he's good. You got to talk to him. So today we're going to be talking about the gift guide. So we have a gift guide now out on leupold.com there for you guys to run through, give you some ideas to go through, and we kind of want to run through those products and stuff. I mean, what, Thanksgiving is tomorrow already?
Yeah.
Right? So
don't be the procrastinator.
Yeah, I am totally the procrastinator. I am the last minute dude. So, but this is the good stuff. This isn't the gift guide where it's like stuff that this is the key stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even buy yourself a gift, you know?
Yeah, maybe, possibly, sort of, kind of. So, and we got some.
I always do.
You always do. Yeah, one for me, or one for them, two for me, right? So, we're going to run through this stuff here, some really good gear, and we also have some deals going on too. Actually, I want to start out with that. So let's start out with the BX4 Pro Guide binocular here. These are actually $100 off right now until, what was it, December 2nd or 1st? Let's see, December 2nd. Scotty says December 2nd. So $100 off right now, which is huge. That's really good. So we got the 12x50s right here. Yeah. What other model? We got some 10s in that lineup too. 8s.
Yep, the 8s. Yep. 8x32s.
It's a really great design. It's that open bridge design. It has our Twilight Max HD light management system. That's like our best light management system for binoculars. Basically, it's going to let you see more and less light. We always talk about that. Super important when you're glassing, right, on a pair of binoculars.
Yeah, and I mean just the ease of comfort and the edge-to-edge clarity in these when you're looking through them, because when you're using your binos, it's going to be something that you're going to be doing for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Spotter, binos, you're looking around, you're looking for your animals, or you're looking for your game. Spotter, get in there, find out what it is, what you're actually looking at, but this is what you're going to be looking through the most when you're out in the field. So you want you want it to be comfortable when you're using
we've talked about that before. It's like you don't realize how much you're going to use binoculars. That is the piece of kit that you're probably going to use the most when you're trying to find something. Wider field of view, obviously, than a spotting scope. Spotting scope's really good for really positive identification, but to find something off the bat, your glasses are the way to go, right?
Yep.
You unscrewed the eye cups there. These eye cups, again, I'll harp on that. Man, the replaceable eye cups are key. One, not only if something happens to your eye cups, we'll send you a new pair of eye cups, which is really cool, right?
Yep.
But for the cleaning aspect of it, the eye cups, maybe they'll get some dirt or grit in there, and being able to take those off, clean them.
Yeah, because when you have your binos, you have them on you, you're carrying them in the field, they're always on you, so they're going to get dirty inevitably, right? They're going to be in the elements.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it right, they're probably going to get dirty, right? They come with these really nice bino cases too, these like Pro Gear bino cases, so it's not just the premium binos in the package, you get some cool stuff, the covers, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, open bridge design, really rugged, lifetime guarantee. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
And $100 off, like we were saying.
Yeah.
So.
Also really cool for the binos is we have the X harness that's similar to this, but it has like a little shoulder strap, so you can wear them right here. It's comfortable, easy in and out. So that's a cool thing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't come with them, but you can get it.
Yeah. So that's we have a full line of equipment and pro gear and stuff like that, and those bino harnesses are really key. I mean, it does come with the neck strap, which is good, but it just keeps it close to your body,
Right, have everything tight and
you're trudging through, you're hiking up some steep, steep pitches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Keeps it nice in close to your body. It's a piece of kit that I can't go without when I'm in the field for sure.
Neither.
Yeah, so cool. BX4 Pro Guides, remember those. So let's roll on down. Let's talk about the Fix-It sticks. This is honestly one of my favorite products that we offer. that I don't think a lot of people know about.
No, not many people know about it.
Right?
But it's a great thing to have in your bag. I mean, when you're in the field, something small, compact.
Yeah.
I'm all about like lightweight, minimalist kind of stuff.
Right.
So just having these and being able to have something that you can service your equipment with in the field it's money.
This kit has saved my butt many, many times on the range. So I actually wear one of these on my belt.
Oh, do you have it on your belt?
I have it on my belt.
Nice.
So, and you can see you got the molly on the back there, so you can just molly it to your belt, have it back there. Excuse me. And then, you know, we partner with Fix It 6 here, and we have specific Leupold tools in here. The big one right here for me is the
65-inch
pound, the nut, right? So for our IMS mounts, our LCOs, our D-lock mounts for the DP Pro, which we'll talk about here, the spec is 65 inch-pounds, right, on the side.
It is, yeah.
And this is spec to it, so you don't have to, you just turn it till it starts turning over.
There's no guessing. There's no like, well, you know, maybe that's tight enough.
Right.
You know, you don't want it to fail, so get it torqued.
I don't know how many times I've been at the range and, you know, other guys
Stuff's flying off
well,
everywhere.
the other guys' you know, products, you know, maybe not Leupold products, maybe aren't working right or something like that or whatever. And I'll have an extra one. I'll be like, hey, we can throw that on there real quick and, you know, get it to the right torque value and stuff like that. Also comes with another little torque piece. This is the 25-inch-pound one for the ring tops. So all the ring tops are 25-inch-pounds. Again, no guessing. You have the correct torque value, right?
I mean, those big torque wrenches, they have their place like on your workbench.
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
Right? But like this is something that you can easily carry. Like you say, you have it on your belt, in your pack, in the field. And
then you got all your bits and bobs here, all your Torx heads and Phillip and flathead and hex keys and stuff like that. So can fix a variety of problems with that in the field, which is really great. So can't harp on that enough. Let's see. Let's go VX5 real quick. You talk about the VX5 a little bit.
Yeah, this is the VX5 HD. This right here is a 3-15 by 44. Probably one of my favorite scopes that we make, just because you have that wide magnification range. You have that 3-15 on the top end, but it's super lightweight and compact still.
Absolutely,
it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we call that. I've called it before, but it's the Oregon special for me. Of course, we're here in Oregon. If you've ever been to Oregon, you know that we have a lot of varied terrain here. We're in the valley, so we're pretty close to the Coast Range. And in the Coast Range, you have a lot of underbrush. There's a lot of like steep pitches and close-in stuff. So a lot of the time, you're going to be on 3 power, 4, 5, something like that, a lower power magnification, right? But then you go on the east side of the state or central Oregon, and it's kind of high desert, and it's more open. And you might need that magnification for the 50.
Yeah, having the wide, you know, magnification range. Like my go-to was always the, you know, the 4.5 to 14.
Yeah.
But when this guy came out, I mean, just to hit, you have the 2-turn zero lock here, CDS compatible.
So tell them. We can't harp on this enough. Tell them a little bit about
the CDS. So you call in, or you purchase the scope, and then you call in, or you go on our website, and you can actually order a custom ballistically matched dial that replaces the stock one on the top. Matched to your specific load. So you're shooting a 180 grain nozzle partition out of your 300 Win Mag. You give us all those specs, and then we actually engrave and mark the dial in yardage. So when you're out in the field, let's say you range a target and it's 400 yards. With the new dial that we made for you, you simply just turn the dial to the number 4 and hold that on the target. It's as easy as that. It takes all the guesswork out of it, and it just makes it super simple.
And of course, you get first dial free.
So first one's free.
No brainer, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you call it 100 Leupold. You give Walker the information, and he's going to get the dial put in and cut, and it makes it stupid simple.
I mean, that's the thing though. When you're out in the field, like you want everything. Like I know for me, like when I'm like whether I'm putting in a stock on an animal or something like that.
You've hunted a lot. You've hunted a lot this year.
Yeah. When I mean, the things I'm thinking through in my head when I'm actually taking a stock on the animal is like, okay, my safety's on, gotta do that. Okay, what's my chamber like? You know, where's my dial at? You just run through all those different things. So the less that you have to think about when you're out in the field and you're hunting and you're doing stuff, it just makes it great.
You mean you don't want to do ballistic calculations while you're trying to stock in on an animal?
Oh, that's the last thing I'm thinking about.
Hey Walker, someone asked, how does that dial account for atmospheric variables?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, so it's awesome. So we actually take into account the elevation and the temperature that you'll be hunting and shooting at. So whether you're out here on the west side of the country in Oregon, and we set up your dial for 2,000 feet, 50 degrees is what we would typically do. You actually have a 2,000 foot variation in either direction that dial is good for. So therefore, you can take that dial from 0 to 4,000 feet and from 50 down to, or I'm sorry, 70 down to 30 degrees, and you'll have an accurate dial.
Yep.
If you go outside and you're hunting, let's say you take that same dial to Colorado, well, you may think, well, I need a new dial. In some cases, yes, depending on the conditions, but some cases, no. Typically, if your muzzle velocity is anywhere, over 2,700 feet per second, 2,800 feet per second, and you're shooting 400 yards and in, like normal hunting distances, 300 yards, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah.
But if you're going to take that rifle and you're really going to stretch it out, then you probably want to have a new dial set up for a different elevation and temperature.
I totally agree. That's great. And just to clarify here, so when the scope does come, any scope that has a CDS system on it, actually comes with a dial. It's an MOA dial, so it's not calibrated to a load already. You have to call in and get that part done. But you can absolutely use this dial without your CDS.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if you have your ballistics right, and my drop is 7 MOA at whatever distance, right? You just click it over to the 7 for 7 MOA, and away you go. So you absolutely can use this without that. Don't think that it doesn't work until you get that CDS dial, but definitely get the CDS dial because that is going to make your life a lot easier, right?
Yep.
So, yep.
Yeah, lots of good reticle options in this scope. We do. I mean, it's available illuminated with the fire dot duplex, and then some of you have Winplex and different reticles that we have in here. So it's a good scope. And
like the BX4 Pro Guide, that's $100 off right now too.
It is.
Till till
December 2nd.
December
right?
2nd. I keep wanting to say December 1st. December 2nd. So that's a really great deal. I mean, it was already a good deal. The amount of features and quality you get for that VX5 HD with $100 off.
That Twilight Max HD.
The Twilight Max HD, again, being able to see more and less light, really great low light performance in these scopes. 30 millimeter main tube, lots of adjustment, all the features you want. You can't beat that scope. It's crazy. Couple shout outs here. So give a shout out to Brazil. So Brazil's watching.
Brazil,
that's
what's
pretty
up?
cool. So international audience here, and also we have Paul in South Africa watching. He's a PH that loves Leupold. So how cool is that?
Really
and
cool.
I know a lot of PHs like Leupold down in South Africa because they're using their gear every day for their livelihood, right? That's how they make a living.
They rely
and
on
they
it.
need the most rugged, durable products out there.
Yeah.
And Leupold fits the bill, right? Most of those guys down there shoot Leupold.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Paul, thanks for tuning in. That's really cool. Let's see. All right, we'll get to some more questions in a little bit. Let's actually talk about some apparel and stuff too.
Yeah, we've got a whole line of really cool pro gear.
You got some stuff
Me and
on.
the
You
model,
actually
we're matching here. We've got
we
all
got
kinds of
matching
stuff.
hats, match the sweatshirt, right? So,
vests, t-shirts.
T-shirts. Maybe you guys don't know that we have a lot of pro gear. We have a lot of apparel, actually. Some really good shirts, some really good designs. And we actually have a new site now. So it's leupoldshop.com. Go on there and you can buy all this stuff.
Yeah, leupoldshop.com. You can get it straight from us now.
So it's awesome. Yeah. You can wear all this stuff, all the stuff that you see. This Leupold shirt. So this is one of my favorites. This is the Keep It Public, Support Public Lands shirt.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's one of my faves. So
and we're doing a promo on that too right now, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. We're doing 20% off and free shipping with the promo code CORE18, right? Yeah. So go on there, jump on leupoldshop.com. That's another great place to get some gifts and stuff for a person in your family who, sometimes may be hard to shop for, right? It's a little picky, but anything Leupold.
Well, that's like me. Like I like to do tons of research on every product that I'm buying, especially if it's for a firearm or scope related or whatever. I like to do the research. So sometimes if you have that hard person to buy a gift for that they're not going to be happy with whatever you buy them, get them some Leupold Pro gear, and then let them pick out their scope.
Yep. There you
something
go.
like that.
There you go. We're also doing, this is really cool too. We're talking about pro gear and shirts and stuff. So we have this shirt here, the Marcus the Leupold shirt. On the back, you got the Explore logo, so that's really cool. And you got Randy on there, Randy Newberg. So that's in conjunction with Onyx Maps and Army F. And basically, a proceed of the sale of this shirt is going to go to a public lands initiative, an Army F public lands initiative. So that's really cool.
That is really cool.
So go on onyxmaps.com. you can get it there. And support public lands, really important, right? We have a bunch of public lands right here. We public land hunt all the time, so that's really important to us. Absolutely. All right, running down the list of products here. Let's talk about this bad boy right here, LTO Tracker HD, right?
LTO Tracker HD is a really cool, it's marketed as a game recovery tool, but it's also awesome for when you're just cruising around in your backyard looking for critters, what have you. This would be an awesome gift. I know that my mom would like this for her backyard.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? She
Yeah.
likes to just go out there, see what's going on. So it's a thermal imaging device. But yeah, it's really cool.
That's a really great point that you made. You may want to get that, maybe not for the hardcore hunter guy or anything like that. Of course,
Yeah.
it is a really good piece of gear for that.
I mean, it's
but
an essential piece of gear, but it also
there's
serves a purpose.
so many
for,
other,
you know what I mean?
right? Yeah, like seeing all the critters running around in
Yeah.
your backyard. Or for me, like if I go camping or something like that.
Yeah, because you used it on a recent camping trip, didn't you?
I did. Well, I was
Yeah.
camping by myself on my way to Nevada, and I kind of wanted to be able to see what was in the tree line, right?
Yeah.
What was around me. It wasn't
Boogeyman.
right, the boogeyman. Yeah, Bigfoot. It was Northern California, so Bigfoot could have been out there. Who knows?
Yeah.
But you definitely just want to be aware of your surroundings, right, and what's out there, especially
Yeah.
in a place that you may not be familiar with.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, it's an essential piece of gear for like your hunting kit. But I mean, I think it's really cool. Is like, I mean, the kids love it. My niece loves it. You know, my mom loves it. So
yeah,
that's really
you can
cool.
go around the house. You can put your hands up on the wall and show it, or it picks up like the footprints on the carpet because your foot causes friction on the carpet. It's a pretty sensitive thermal device, actually. You got 8 color palettes on there, so for whatever environment, maybe some color palettes are better than others, so you can really dial that in. It has a 6x zoom. It has a dimmable screen, which is really nice, because if you're using it at night, maybe you don't want to light up your face.
Yeah, then when you take it off, you can't see anything.
Right, and then your eyes
where
are
am I?
dilated,
Yeah.
right? So you can dim the screen really low, so it's not very obtrusive to your eye, right? And you have Gorilla Glass back here on the display, full circle display.
That's cool.
Really
Durable.
nice.
Really durable.
And that's the one thing too, durable. You know, all aluminum construction, waterproof, super durable. You know, and small enough that it can fit on a belt, fit on a plate carrier, fit in your kit, in your pack. Law enforcement has actually been using that a lot too, like we've been talking about. They want to be able to have that on their belt. Every officer, you know, has the ability now to have a thermal device where they can, you know, scan areas and see what's going on. Super important. Fire and rescue, HVAC guys, the list goes on and on. There are actually so many uses for that thing.
Yeah, 1,000,001 uses.
1,000,001 uses. We got a CDS question here. This is good. We'll go back to that real quick. So Greg Leach, for the guys on the other side of the world, will you print a CDS dial in meters?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Just just let us know that you want it run in meters, and we'll do that for you.
Cool. Let's hit a couple questions here while we're on the question train. What are your thoughts on scout scopes?
I think they serve their purpose depending on the rifle setup. I mean, if you have a rifle where you need that extended eye relief, they're excellent. I mean, usually they're low, like ours are lower in the magnification range. So I mean, it's just going to be a good scope for if you're poking around the backwoods, you know, and you need that eye relief.
Yeah, we have our new VX Freedom Scout scope, so check that out. Historically, scout scopes had always been fixed power. Maybe you had a 2.5 power or 4 power or something like that. But now we have variable power scout scopes.
We have the VXR or the fire dot. So if you want the illumination fire dot, you can have that in a scout scope.
Yep, VXR. So there's lots of options there. I think the scout scope's a really great scope for multiple purposes like that.
Yeah.
I actually have one. Oddly enough, I have one on a Ruger Charger. If you don't know what a Ruger Charger is, it's like that 1022 that's kind of a pistol, but it comes with a bipod.
Right.
You can kind of shoot it. My kids love shooting it because they can lay down on the mat and they can hold the...
they don't have to be so close to it.
Yeah, they don't have to be... your eye relief is the right distance with that scout scope, and it works perfect for that.
That's cool.
There's a bunch of other instances where you can use the scout scope for sure. Let's see. Becky on Facebook. Let's go back to thermal real quick since we're talking about that. Becky wants to know if I was, say, in my deer stand, wanted to know if the rustling I hear is a deer or a squirrel about 30 yards away in the brush, could the thermal help?
30 yards away, yeah, you'd be able to, decipher what that was, if it was a squirrel or a deer. I think it's what,
absolutely. Yeah.
like 750 yards.
750 yards is the detection distance. So
Right.
at 750 yards, you're going to be able to see something out there. Now, you won't be able to see big antlers or stuff like that.
But at 30 yards, yeah.
Yeah, but at 30 yards, absolutely. You'll be able to see something there. You can stalk in closer or get closer to see, what it is. But at 30 yards, you definitely be able to tell,
Squirrel,
a raccoon
deer.
from a possum to a squirrel, whatever it is, rustling around out there. So great question. Also, we had mentioned the VXR Scout. Do we still make the VXR Scout scopes? That was another question.
We do.
Or, the VXR scopes, sorry.
VXRs, yes.
Yep, we do.
Yep.
That's a really popular scope. It's a great in-between. If from a VX Freedom, maybe do a VX5 HD, maybe you want something in between. Because you get the 30 millimeter main tube, fast focus eyepiece, fire dot illumination, which is really key. It's great for those low light situations.
Yeah.
Where if you have a black reticle, maybe you're going to lose the center of that reticle and you need that really bright aiming point, right?
Last hunting light, first hunting light, it's perfect.
Yep, so we definitely make those. So go on the website, check those out. Let's see, what else are we talking about? We're talking about some DP Pro right there. This is one of my favorite sites. I always say that because I
love the DP Pro.
I love the DP Pro because I use it for so many things.
Yeah.
It's so versatile. Obviously, pistol sight, right?
Yep.
You just built a pistol, right?
I did. Yeah.
What did you build?
It was my old Glock 19 that I've been using forever,
Right.
and I decided to put it and have it milled for the DP Pro.
That's right. So you had the slide milled for the DP Pro.
I did.
And you're going to start shooting the DP Pro more.
Yeah, I had one. I mean, I have one on my sub gun that
Yep.
I love and I use. And then you are always talking about it on the pistol, so I decided it's finally time to step up. And
Yep. It'll change the way you shoot pistol. Honestly,
there is a little learning curve, but I think
the learning curve to me is minimal in comparison to the benefits that you're going to see from it.
Right.
The ability to
just having one single focal plane when you're shooting pistol.
So much easier, so much faster. You're going to be able to transition to targets a lot faster, pick up on targets a lot faster. You're going to be able to ID stuff a lot easier instead of having to look at your front post or then look at the target, downrange.
Right.
And especially for people who are beginning to shoot, maybe just getting into shooting, red dots are really great because they allow you to work on the fundamentals of actual grip and trigger pull and stuff like that.
What do you think about that? What do you think about like if you're just getting in to like the pistol game, just starting out with a red dot on a pistol?
A lot of people,
you know what I mean? Like still learn the fundamentals of irons, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't see anything wrong with it. I think you still should shoot irons and learn how to use iron sights.
I agree.
For sure, but you can totally learn on a red dot too and get those fundamentals down and then maybe do
trigger
iron.
press, grip, all that stuff.
And shoot irons because shooting irons it's maybe you're going to have a gun that doesn't have a red dot on it and you need to be able to shoot it. I always think of the ability to drive a manual or an automatic, right? Like what if your buddy got hurt and he can't drive and he has a manual and you got to drive the car, right? But you don't know how to drive a manual. These are skills that you should know how to use. Same with a pistol, learn how to use both, but I will say the future is red dots for sure.
Yeah, and then 2.5 MOA dot and then 7.5 or 7 MOA delta.
Yeah, the delta is really
available.
Good. A lot of people don't know about that one. It's really good for snap shooting, really quick target acquisition. You got to
if I'm going to use it like on a compact or like a pistol caliber carbine, I like the Delta.
I was going to say pistol. A lot of the PCC guys who are shooting PCC competitions are going to the Delta because it's so quick to pick up and really easy to use.
Zero it with the top of the dot, use that for a finer aiming point, and then anything 10, 15 yards, just hold it right in the center and pull the trigger and you get hits.
Yeah, that's a great tip because people are like, well, it's really big and I don't know where to zero it. Using the tip of that Delta to lollipop the target, that's how you're going to get those really accurate.
So you can make those more precise shots if the situation arises.
Absolutely.
So,
back to the sight, battery compartment on top, really key. Don't have to take the sight off and on to change the battery.
Don't have to re-zero it every time you change the battery.
Super simple. Click adjustments, full aluminum body, steel sheath on top for added durability. And the thing that really sets apart for me is the field of view and the clarity of the lens, right?
Yeah.
That's something Leupold's known for is our clarity and our optical prescriptions. And the Delta
all
Point
the way
Pro,
down to the DP Pro.
it's no exception. It only has one lens in there. but the one lens is awesome. You know, you see other red dots and they might, it feels like you're kind of looking down like a little tube.
Different tints.
Everything's
stuff,
blue
yeah.
or red or something like that. You don't really get any of this with the DP Pro. So I don't know how they did it, but it's awesome. And like I said, super versatile. Lever guns, ARs. You know, we have the D-lock mount. Actually, we have a lot of mounts coming out that make this even more versatile now.
Yeah.
So there's the ring top mounts. So you'll be seeing those a lot more. Those are on the website now and able to purchase. So say you have a rifle set up, your VX5 HD here, and you want a DP Pro on top, right? Boom, right on these ring top mounts that go on there. And
vertical.
Now you,
45.
Yep, you have fore and aft adjustment.
Yeah.
The benefit of that is sometimes if you're on a high power, your field of view is very low, right? And if you're scanning or trying to find something, it can be hard to find. Again, because your field of view is low.
Going back to that Biner spotter kind of theory.
Right, right. You'll see that. So basically, it's a way to find the target very simply. You just bring the rifle down a little bit, use the red dot, find where it is, and then come back up, and you'll be magnified on that plane, that target, whatever you're shooting at. You see a lot of guys in PRS starting to use stuff like that, especially when there's a time stage or something like that, and you got to transition between a lot of targets. Having
Quickly.
a red dot on top is key. Or if you had to take a really quick close in shot, you know.
Yeah, so like you said, it's just super versatile. The mounting options, what you can put this on, DP Pro.
All right, let's get to some questions here. Will the sweatshirts come out in camo? So
we do have a camo one.
We do have a camo one. We have our own proprietary camo one, our shadow camo.
It's on the website, right? Leupoldshop.com.
Yep. So it's on there. So, but this green one's really nice too. Got a camo option. Go on there and check out the sweatshirts. They're really nice. It's this really nice thick material.
Yeah.
Like,
super soft on the inside.
Yeah. So it's premium gear. So it's not just kind of chintzy stuff. Like the t-shirts feel really nice. I mean,
super soft.
Obviously wearing
I wear them
Leupold
every
today,
day.
but we wear Leupold stuff every day because it's just really good stuff. Here's a great question. How do you choose the best magnification for your AR?
I think it all just comes down to application, right? What you're going to be using that for. I mean, if you're the kind of person who is going to take a carbine class and it's only going to be 100 yards is the max distance that you're typically going to be training with that rifle. A 1 to 4 or 1 to 6 or something like that would be great. If you're going to plan on shooting that out at distance, 500, 600 yards, and some more precision shooting with your AR, if it's like an 18-inch or a 22-inch barrel or something like that. Something with a little more magnification obviously will help. So
I'll tell you guys exactly how I have my bevy of ARs set up, right?
Yeah.
I have a 10.5-inch AR pistol.
LCO, I'm assuming?
DP Pro.
DP Pro.
DP Pro with the D-lock on there. I got a 14.5, right? That's kind of the do-it-all close quarter one. Got an LCO on there. Got a 16-inch. That's got the 1 to 6, right? 16-inch, reach out a little bit further. It's a little bit bigger of a gun, right? A 1 to 6 to me is the perfect magnification for that 16-inch. And then I have a 17.5. That's more your DMR style, longer range. I can shoot that one out to 800-900 yards pretty accurately. And I have the Mark V HD 3.618 on there.
So you cover the whole spectrum there.
Well, I was, right tool for the right job, right? And I feel like those optics combine really well with those different styles of AR, those different applications.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the 17.5, it's got a bipod on it, and it's got a little bit bigger scope, and it's a longer, so that's your DMR style one, but I do have a DP Pro on the ring top on that one too.
Yeah, I like the LCO. I mean, that's what I use on my pistol and on my 16-inch build.
Yeah, so. The LCO, and you'd be surprised. DM Johnny Primo, ask him about how far he shot with an LCO. He was shooting out to 700 yards offhand, or just standing up shooting with a LCO, just with a red dot. So pretty amazing. And that's really, not to go too far into the LCO, but it has a 1 MOA dot, which is key.
Super precise.
Right, if you want to shoot those longer distances, because it's not going to cover up as much of the target. You're going to have a more accurate place to put that dot.
Absolutely.
Scotty's harping me on here. We got the go bag next to you over there. I almost forgot about that bad boy.
This guy's cool.
Another gift idea. Here, we'll get some of this stuff out of the way here. So we got our Optics Go bag. This is really cool. So I kind of use this as my range bag, right? I keep a lot of stuff in here at my kit that when I go to the range, I don't have to gather everything up. Everything's in here, ready to go. You guys
see in there.
Yep, you can see all the dividers.
Great for like camera equipment too.
Yeah.
You know, like Scotty uses it for his stuff.
Yeah, we use all the camera stuff that we have in house is all in these Go bags. You got the dividers. They're Velcroed, so you can take them apart and stuff like that. You got this nice mesh pouch on the top here. Also comes with this little handy dandy little baby pouch, right?
Yeah, and I mean, like this is not cheap either. This is super premium. Like all the zippers are super beefy. I mean, this is not gonna fall apart on you.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
High quality mesh and everything.
I don't baby my stuff. Like if you go shoot with me, you see all my gear is all scratched up, and the Go bag's no exception. I just throw this thing in the back of my truck, rain or shine, and it holds up. I mean, I've had it for a couple years now, and it's
I mean, that's cool.
Great.
You can put sensitive items and stuff in here. It's padded, but you could still, you know,